Hello, my angels. How are you? My gosh, the New Year's is almost here. How is this happening so fast? So fast. I feel like you can't see all of me. It makes me feel weird. Little flyaways. Okay. You needed to be here. You needed to hear this. I couldn't wait. I'm driving. What else is new? I'm on my way to church, but I was like, I have to tell you this. Everything that you have been through, everything, your childhood, the trauma, the hurt, the confusion, your questioning, your relationships as an adult, maybe your divorce, maybe your separations, your friends leaving your life, that job not working out, that career not working out, you getting sick, whatever it is that you have experienced, that has happened for a reason. I hear people say all the time, how could there be a God? This happened to me. Well, we live in a fallen world. That's just the fact. It's a fact. We live in a fallen world. Your life is not happening to you. It's happening for you. Those things that happen to you are your tool. Hear me out. All the things that I have been through in my life have happened, and I truly believe this with everything in my body. It has happened to me so that way I can relate to other people, to help other people, to pray for other people, to be there for other people, to guide other people, to let them know, hey, I've been there. Maybe not in the same font, but I've been there too. And I see you, I feel you, I love you. You are so loved, you are so seen, and you are so heard. And you are so validated in your pain. This video is to not debunk or to take away the pain that you have been through and to say, oh, it's for a reason, so use it for good. Yes, I'm telling you that. And I understand that it's easier said than done. So yesterday, I was at the gym, and 2025 is coming to an end. Whenever you're watching this video, 2025 is coming to an end. I think we have like 3 days left. Sitting at the gym, they have this big long table for you to work. I'm wrapping up work, and me and Haley's friends walked in. And we're chatting away. He is also a fellow entrepreneur like me, and he asked me a question, and his question was, what are you looking forward to most in 2026? Like, what are some of your goals? What are some of the things that you're doing? What's getting you excited? And I said, well, I just finished creating my course, teaching people how to, anyone, any age, any shape, anything, anywhere at all. I'm helping you make money from doing a business, any type of business. It doesn't matter. Online, in person, doesn't matter. So I finished that course, and I told him that I'm really excited about it. And, there's a few other things I'm really excited to get into, like my book. I'm really, really excited for this book. It's called Unbreakable. And I can't wait to get it out to you guys, because it's like, it's a book you read, but it's also a workbook as well, to help you comb through some of the things that you're going through, to help you understand maybe why, or how to get through it, or to give you some peace, or whatever it is that you get out of it, you get out of it. And he then also started talking to me about all the things he's going through. He goes, wow, what's your course on? I'm like, okay, well, it's on business, marketing, entrepreneurship, all in one. And it's broken down into bite-sized pieces for everybody. It's not just for an entrepreneur. It's not just for entrepreneurs, high-level entrepreneurs, which is usually what I work with. It's for everyone, anyone, anywhere. And he's talking to me about all his endeavors. He's like, I want to do my podcast. I'm going to start my podcast. I'm going to XYZ, all the things. And he goes, I have stalled for so long doing these things because I knew it wasn't my time. All I heard, and I'm just being honest, was excuses why he didn't start. I didn't start because it wasn't the right time. I didn't start because I wasn't ready. I didn't start because I didn't live in the place I wanted to live, and I didn't look the way I wanted to look. And I did actually say these things. I'm like, The problem wasn't those things. The problem wasn't where you lived, how you looked, if you were ready or not. The problem was that you just didn't do it. And he goes, yeah, I know. I always overcomplicate things. I always make things so much more complicated than they need to be, and I overthink and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm going to give you a piece of advice right now that I give every single person that I work with. My kids, myself, my friends, my family, my clients. More importantly, keep it simple. The simpler that you can keep something, the better off you are. Keep it simple. Get it done. It doesn't need to be the perfect time. You don't need to be the perfect weight. You don't need to have a certain amount of money in your bank account. You don't need to feel ready. Nobody feels ready. When I was a single mom with my 2 little boys all alone, I wasn't ready to get fired from my job right before the holidays. I wasn't ready, but I was pushed. And because I was pushed, it was like a do or die situation, and I had one of one choice, do or die. Like, that was it. And obviously I'm not picking die. I have children. So the reason why I'm telling you this story is because there was a girl sitting at the end of the table. It was the girl sitting at the head of the table, our friend who walked in, and then me and Haley. So she was right there. And I thought her headphones were in, and I was saying all these things. I'm like, keep it simple. You don't need to be ready. You're ready. You just need to do it. Just go. Have a plan. Do it. And maybe don't even have a plan. Just do it. So me and Haley go into the locker room, and this girl's looking at us, and whatever, we're human, we're walking around the locker room, there's no one else in here. She then ends up coming up to us, and she's like, I'm not trying to be weird, but I eavesdropped on your conversation. I'm so sorry. I'm like, please, I always want you to eavesdrop on everybody's conversation, because there might be something really good in there. The gym that we go to is Equinox. It's like $250 a month. The people that are in there, chances are you're going to want to hear what they have to say. Maybe not all the time. Maybe it's a kid who lives with his parent and he can't afford $250 a month, but the majority of the people in there are having amazing conversations. Eavesdrop on those conversations. You might learn something. This guy is not getting over with his big boat. He is. So she's like, I eavesdropped, and I'm so sorry that I did that. And I'm like, I don't think it's weird that you eavesdropped at all. I'm actually really happy that you did that. And I'm really happy that you were bold enough to come up to me and Haley and say something about it. I actually thanked her. I'm like, thank you for coming up to us, because you are now my confirmation that I need to speak about the things that I'm speaking about. Because to me, it just seems like no big deal. Oh, God bless this car. God, I just pray that they're safe. Every time I see an accident, I pray, God, I just pray that they're safe. I pray for their family. I pray for their health, their wealth, their well-being. In Jesus' name, amen. I hate that. I hate seeing accidents. Her coming to us was my confirmation that I need to be more verbal for you guys and to everyone in my life, because she is like, I have all these questions, and she's like, you were such a sign for me. She's like, I needed to hear everything you had to say. Keep it simple. Just do it. You're never going to be ready, because you're not ever going to be ready. I've had my book front and back ready to go for 3 years, and it's still not published. I'm actually writing it, and I'm going to publish it like the first week of January. I'm going to do it. I'm not doing this thing where I keep saying, I'm going to do it. It's just, no, I'm doing it. My course is done. It's going to be launched in January. Period, end of the story. And there's 2 in 1. It's for entrepreneurs, or anyone who wants to be an entrepreneur, or anyone who wants to learn how to make money, or anyone, whatever. It's for everybody. One size fits all. And then there's personal one-on-one coaching if you need it. So it's for everybody. No matter who you are, where you are, whatever it is. It's for everybody. I'm doing it. And she's like, I needed to hear you say, you just need to do it. You might have been through a lot of things. You might have a lot of trauma. You might have a lot of things holding you back. But that's what makes you who you are, and that's what makes you more eligible for the position you're in to do these things. If everybody was the same, what would make us individual? Nothing. Nothing would make us individual. Our experiences, nothing. Another thing is that I want to share with you is, I don't know if you experienced this, but I'm going to share with you something that I've experienced basically almost my whole entire life, is I will go through these things in life that are like maybe to other people absolutely crippling. Like, when I was a child, my mother was an alcoholic, a raging alcoholic, and manic bipolar, and sometimes she would sleep all day long. And I walked myself to kindergarten for the first day. I'll never forget this. I walked to kindergarten by myself on the first day of school, and I remember looking at one of my childhood best friends. I didn't know yet that was going to be my best friend, but he ended up being one of my best friends. And I remember everything. I remember his clothing. I remember the way his mother looked. His mom had a perm. This was the 90s, y'all. And it might have been like 1999 or like 2000 or something. I think it were 1998 or something like that. No, it would have been 3 then. But, and I just remember thinking, like, I wish I had my mother here to walk me to school. I wish I had parents to walk me to school. Like, I want that. What about me? Like, why do I have to be left out? I didn't have Christmases sometimes. I didn't have food sometimes. I didn't even know. I just talk about survival mode as a child. There was nothing for me. I survived that. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. I needed to go through that to learn everything I needed to learn to be able to overcome the world that I'm in right now. But the criticism that I received from that was also crippling. So not only was I experiencing not having a parent or parents with me, I also experienced the bullying on top of it. And then as I got older and I was adopted, I, got made fun. It was just a lot. My point is, I wonder if you're one of the people that go through really, 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 really crazy, crippling things and also receive the scrutiny on top of it. Like one of my last relationships, I know I had no business being in, but when people are, why would you date someone like that then? Because not everybody's healed. Not everybody cares about red flags. I just thought, I can love you anyway. I thought unconditional love was loving them anyway. And that, my friend, is not it. You need to love yourself above all. Love God above all. Love yourself. Respect yourself. And when you see the red flag, baby, it gets redder. It doesn't go away. You can't love them through it. You could love them, but it's still going to happen. So that relationship ended. And the amount of scrutiny and bullying and just dauntingness and just ugliness that I saw from so many people because of it. They had no idea, first of all, what happened in that relationship. No clue. They just listened to what was being fed to them and they were like, oh my God, how dare her? Blah. It's like, you have no idea what I went through in that relationship, which is partially my fault for staying, which is fully my fault for staying. But who supports a toxic relationship? Who really wants that? Like, say, whatever gender you are watching this video, would you want to see, let's just say you had a daughter or a son, would you want to see your son or daughter dating someone toxic and then be upset that they broke up and like feed into the baloney? Like, I just don't understand it. It seems very like on matrixy. I can't explain what I'm trying to explain, but if you get what I'm saying, you just get what I'm saying, and I can't explain it any further. I don't understand this world a lick of crap sometimes. I don't. I feel like an alien to this world. I've never really fit in. I've never understood why people are the way they are. Like, if you see a little girl who's hurt and sad because her mommy and daddy didn't walk her, I didn't even have a dad. My dad was MIA. If you see a little girl walking to school by herself, why are you making fun of her for it? Why are you not loving her through it? If you see a girl in survival mode, why are you making fun of the clothes she's wearing? She doesn't have anything to wear. This is all she has. Love her through it. If you see a woman, a single mother, going through something hard, don't judge her for it. Love her through it. And I don't know who needed to hear that, but baby, my God, love her through it. The world can be such an ugly place, but you get to be the neutralizer. You get to be the one that says, I don't agree with how you're responding to X, Y, Z. I choose differently. I don't like the way you're judging this person for the things that they've done, and I'm choosing to respond differently. So my whole point to this video is, I know for a fact that there's something inside of you that you have gone through, that you have experienced, maybe on in both ways. You also experienced it, right? You went through something really hard, and while you were going through it, the world was not kind to you at the same time. You just experienced just absolute, I don't even have a word for it. And even if I had the word for it, I wouldn't even want to say the word for it. Because the amount of hurt that you feel during that word, right? It's not for nothing. It's not for nothing. You get to take that and now relate to someone else and be the light at the end of their tunnel. You get to talk about it with a random stranger and maybe help somebody else. What are you going to do with these God-given things? I mean, I know it's a tricky thing to say, God gave that to you. That's your blessing. I genuinely believe that all the things that I have been through in my life, whether they're my fault or not, I take full responsibility for everything that's happened because, 1 + 1 = 2. You get there somehow, right? But the things that I couldn't control, like my childhood, X, Y, Z, you go through these things for a reason, and they're your God-given gift. God gave me this gift. The gift of resilience, the gift of observation, the gift of love, the gift of being able to see someone. I can almost sometimes feel the pain in people, and they're the happiest people you've ever met. There's actually this woman I met this year, husband and wife, amazing couple. You are wow, you guys are it. You guys are it. You guys are just so beautiful. No children, just them. Funny as all hell. She is so funny. He is so sweet, and they're just amazing people. And there's just something about her, and I learned it at the end. I met her at the beginning of this year, and I learned at the end of this year what it actually was that I felt that I was drawn to her to. But what a story this woman has. And she could have chosen to take her brokenness and let that break her. And I'm talking cancer, being told she can't have children. These are major things. And she chooses to take that and to be a light into this world. She chooses to take that and give back the gift of joy and laughter. She is one of the most beautiful human beings I've ever met in my life. And she probably doesn't even know this. I've never even shared this with her, but I'm I fully see you. I see your hurt, and I see your joy because of it. And thank God you went through it, because if you didn't, you wouldn't even be the same person. You wouldn't even shine the same way. You wouldn't shine like that. I mean, she is just such an amazing human being. I really wish you could know her. Maybe you have someone in your life like that. They have been through it all, and they're still joyful, and they still have hope, and they're still good people. So I hope that whatever broke you this holiday season, whatever broke you this year, whatever you're going through, just understand that it's for a reason. It's not for nothing. It's not waste. It's only waste if you allow it to be waste. That's your gift. Turn it into your gift. Share with other people. Be there for other people. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope you have the best day ever. Whenever you're watching this, Happy New Year. If it's the middle of the year, the end, whatever it is, Happy New Year. I can't let this hair up here. It's driving me nuts. Happy New Year. I love you guys so much. I really do. I'm so thankful that I get to be here to talk to you and to share with you guys. And I always get on myself. I'm I need to share more. I need to talk more. And I have this little voice in my head, and I'm just being vulnerable here with you guys, but I have this little voice in my head that's no one wants to hear that. No one cares. No one wants to hear it. They're not going to digest it. Whatever it is, whatever. It's a million things. It could be a million things that I hear in my head, and I'm like, okay, I'm just not going to do it. They don't need to hear it. They know. But like, you might not know, and you might need that reminder. And that girl to me was a reminder that what I have to say is important. What you have to say is important. Other people need to hear what you have to say. They do. Let this be your confirmation that what you have to say is important. Whoa, other side of the road. Other side of the highway. Use your voice. Use it for good. Give people that confirmation. Give people that love. Give people that joy. Don't let this world turn you into some nasty, scraggly, grumpy, having you know what, bitter person that when you hear something, you go along with it. Oh my God, can you believe? Oh. No, I can't believe. I also don't care. The art of observation is the most beautiful gift I think I've ever... It's not something that was given to me, right? But it's definitely something that I've practiced. Like, I am choosing not to react. I am choosing to observe. I am choosing to step back and try my very best to have bird's eye view at all time. And that is the most beautiful thing you can ever do. And the other most beautiful thing that you could ever do is giving strangers that confirmation. If you hear it, see it, whatever, yes. Like, obviously it needs to be genuine. You're not just going to go around complimenting people and like being weird and eavesdropping. But if it's something genuine, giving them that confirmation of like, I really needed to hear that. Thank you so much. It goes such a long way. Because imagine if we all spoke up and for the things that we loved and for the things that we got joy out of, how much that would do. I used to say this all the time, and this is like where I'm going to end it. What difference am I going to make? That's the biggest lie I've ever told myself. I've never told anybody that. What difference am I going to really make? Like, I am one person compared to how many people are on this planet? 7 billion people. What difference am I going to make? Like, my opinion doesn't matter. What I've been through, no one cares. Like, I almost don't care. Like, it's not a thing, and I'm just gonna be over here and keep quiet. That is the biggest lie the devil tried to tell me. One of the most beautiful reminders of this, and it's such a beautiful analogy, and like, maybe you've experienced this yourself at a candle lighting. One candle lit, you could see a football field away. So your little shine, your little comment, your voice speaking up, your opinion, your love does matter. The light obviously shines brighter than the darkness. Now, what if we all did that? What if we all let our light shine? What if we were all kind? What if we all gave compliments? What if we all did these things once a day? Even if it's once a day. You don't have to be this like on fire, like I'm gonna be nice, I'm gonna be like this outward spoken thing all day every day. I don't feel like that would just not be, it's just not realistic, right? But like allowing yourself to have that spark again, to share with the world, because you might light a spark in somebody else. Like that girl yesterday at the gym really lit a spark in me. She's like, thank you so much for having that conversation. Because we were kind of being obnoxious. We were having a conversation, I mean, like 2 feet away, not even 2 feet away, a foot away from this girl. I thought her headphones were in. I'm like, she doesn't hear anything, so I'm going to speak. I'm kind of loud. I'm going to just let it rip. I have a lot to say to him. I'm just going to let it go. No one else was there except for us 4. And I'm so happy I did. And her giving me that confirmation gave me a little bit of a spark to say, you know what? I'm going to come on and I'm going to talk about it, so that way they could spread their light and give them something to look forward to, something to give, whatever. Because a lot of the times when people say, you should give back, I have nothing to give. You have the light inside of you to give. You have kindness inside of you to give. You have a compliment inside of you to give. You've got something inside of you to give. You can give it. You could spare that and not lose a single thing, but gain everything all in one. Truly. So anyways, I hope that this brings you some type of joy and spark and clarity, and I hope it inspires you, because that's what I wanted it to do. That's the intent. Inspiration. And also, the reasons why I started this video or this channel is because I know there's a pandemic of loneliness going on. And I feel like people that speak up, that's going to make all the difference. I feel like sometimes we lose that human interactionness to us, if that makes sense. Don't lose that. Don't look down when you're walking to your car. And I'm preaching to the choir here. Look up when you're walking to your car. Look up when you're at the grocery store. Look up. This is life. We have one of them. That's it. Give somebody a smile. Say hello to someone. I've noticed, especially in Florida, people will avoid you like white on rice. And I'm one of those people. I'm like, listen, Betty, I don't have time to talk today. I cannot yap your ear off. I have places to go. Like, I could run late, and I'm not doing that. So, like, please don't talk to me. And I will look down. I will. I am that person. I'm sorry. I will be like, not today. So I'm trying to teach myself right now, like, you could still keep your head up and, like, give someone a smile and a wave. And that's, like, my favorite thing to do right now is to just, like, acknowledge someone. Anybody. Just acknowledge them. They might really need it. You never know what someone else is going through. So be the light. Be the light. I feel like a motivational speaker. Be the light. But really, share your story. Be the light. Be kind. It costs nothing. Absolutely nothing. Costs nothing. Anyways, I love you. Now I'm really going. I hope you have the best New Year. And I hope that you write down a couple things that you actually really want to do and, like, do it. Do it. Now is the perfect time. Because later will come, and the only difference when later comes is, did you do it or did you say, I'm going to do it later? It's the only difference. It starts with you. It ends with you. All right. I love you, my sweet angels. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.